All right, guys. Hey, we're back, man. If you haven't had opportunity to watch DC Fandom, please stop listening now. Go ahead and head to the Fandom website, sign up, and enjoy the content. It's only available for 24 hours. I just want to talk about, yes, the Zack Snyder cut, the Justice League cut that Zack Snyder has beautifully created. And he created it in such a way that only Zack Snyder can do. He blessed us with the gospel that is the message of Zack Snyder, okay? We know that it started out with Man of Steel, went into Batman v Superman, had a little bit of smidgen inside of Suicide Squad, had a little bit of sprinkles inside of Aquaman, and obviously with Wonder Woman. But then this right here was the icing on the cake, man. It was completely different than what we got with that which will not be mentioned, okay? And I'm very, very excited to see what's going to happen next, man. For me, it was the religious experience that I needed, okay? It was the spiritual awakening that my body and my soul needed. It was necessary for me to praise the Lord before I go to work. And that's what happened, man. This was epic, man. You know, there was a couple of errors and stuff like that, error messages, crashes with the DC Fandom event. But overall, I'm satisfied with what DC is doing. I'm happy that they're taking this approach. And I'm happy that the multiverse is now officially up and running, okay? So we don't have to worry about trying to compete with other people. We don't have to try and worry about taking the fans that gave Warner Brothers, you know, $668 million with Man of Steel, you know, almost $800 million with Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and then with Justice League, gave them a little bit of, you know, a couple pinching some pennies, you know, but we don't get left out, man. The fans that actually made that happen, you know, that came to every single showing, whether it was, you know, Man of Steel, whether it was Aquaman, whether it was Wonder Woman, you know, whether it was Batman v Superman, you know, Dawn of Justice, whether it was picking up the DVDs, picking up the Blu-rays, picking up the, you know, steel box cases, all that stuff, man. We supported the film, and it's beautiful that they're doing it this way, man. So I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. I thought it was a really good experience, and can't wait to see what's happening next, man. For the film itself, miniseries, 4 hours. At the end of it, after everything's completed and everybody, you know, looks at the credits rolling, I guess then Warner Brothers and HBO Max will put, you know, I guess some kind of a link or whatever, or back on the main page, however it's going to be set up, they'll have the access to the, you know, Justice League movie. I think that the reason why they're doing that, number one, is to get the money necessary to make the CGI changes, you know, visual effects and all that, because we saw Darkseid, okay, in all of his glory, all right, you know, bringing down the hammer, you know, doing some things that we didn't see him do, you know what I'm saying, inside of the other version, okay. And I think that animation, along with a couple other things, you know, they're gonna need, you know, to do some rendering and stuff, and maybe that rendering is gonna take a while, man. You know, usually with these movies, man, it takes a turnaround of like 6 months, man, sometimes a year, you know? And with this Justice League cut, maybe that's the time that, you know, Zack Snyder needs to, you know, I don't know, renegotiate the terms with Hans Zimmer to get him back on board. Maybe he needs to do some, you know, some voiceover work or something, or maybe he needs to add something to it, some kind of, you know, sprinkles and sugar and cinnamon and ice and all that good stuff, you know, and maybe it's just, you know, the time necessary that you know, Warner Brothers needs to kind of get a plan together, you know, because as soon as this thing is over with, as soon as 2021 drops, Snyder Cut is released, as soon as it happens, things have to run perfectly. They can't, you know, COVID-19 can't be doing what it's doing. It can't be wreaking havoc on everything. And everything has to run smoothly, man. The Flash has to come in. Ben Affleck has to come in. Michael Keaton has to come in. You know, and then everything continues on, you know, with the Batman and everything else that comes afterwards. There is a lot, man. There's a lot riding on this, you know, so the pressure is definitely on, man. But I'm disappointed as far as, you know, them not honoring what I thought they would do, but it's a good compromise. At least we get Zack Snyder back in the director's chair. At least it opens up the endless possibilities now that he can do something. Then they're talking about Ben Affleck, you know, either directing a Batman series starring himself or a couple of movies. You know, there's rumors that there's going to be 4 movies with him. You know, The Flash and then 3 following, you know. Kind of going back to where we were before all this craziness hit. With the critics and, you know, he who will never be mentioned, you know. And there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot. You know, as of right now, it is, let me see what time it is. It's not showing me. Oh, okay. So it's about 5:18 here in Mississippi. And I haven't seen anything as far as a Superman 2, you know, as far as Man of Steel 2. Haven't seen anything with Henry Cavill or nothing like that. So, you know, there's still time. I'm not going to get, you know, into that. But we showed up for the Zack Snyder cut, and everything worked out perfectly, man. I was in tears, you know. I don't think you can even upload your reaction because I uploaded, well, but, you know, you can, but then, you know, Warner Brothers is going to do whatever they do to your channel. So I'm not going to risk it on my channel. But I did upload the Snyder cut trailer on my Facebook page, and then that immediately got blocked. And then I uploaded Wonder Woman, and then they let that go free. So Wonder Woman 1984 was on there. There was no blocking or nothing, but, you know, for the HBO Max Snyder cut, you know, that was blocked almost instantly. It said worldwide. So not going to risk any copyright strikes or nothing like that. I don't think they will do that, but just in case they will, it's not going to happen. Probably give it a couple of weeks, maybe even upload it, you know, next year or something, and get that reaction out there. But it was beautiful, man. You know, my expectations were so low. You know, I knew the trailer was going to be good, but I didn't know it was going to be that good. You know, it was just amazing, man. They did a great job, and I kind of have this like sigh of relief, you know, after it's over. It's like, finally, man, you know, we can just let go of all this and move on with life, man, you know, because that was always in the back of my head, man, you know. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not really about, you know, being this hardcore diehard fan for Zack Snyder. It has nothing to do with that. It's more of having closure, man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is about, man. You know, with the circumstance situation that came about with Zack Snyder's daughter and you know, what she decided to do, and, you know, what their family went through. You know, it's like, dude, it was such a dark cloud over DC, over the films, everything, man. To the point where I couldn't even really rewatch Man of Steel. And I used to watch Man of Steel every single day. So from 2013 all the way until right around like 2016-ish, right around the middle. And then all of a sudden that news hit. Stop watching Man of Steel. Stop watching Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Stop watching Wonder Woman. Stop watching pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? Stop watching, you know, anything that had to do with DC Comics, because it was like, dude, this is too much, man. It was just sad, bro. You know, and then, you know, the way that Warner Brothers had handled it, you know, with firing him. And obviously we don't know, you know, the full picture and what really went on, you know, but, and then they, you know, so disrespectful bringing in, you know, that guy, you know, and I just felt personally, man, just disrespected, man. I was like, dude, I'm done. And I stopped. I literally stopped. Didn't pay money to go see none of the future movies that came past, you know, Aquaman. So obviously, you know, with Harley Quinn and you know, Birds of Prey, didn't go see that one. And then the Joker, didn't go pay for that one. You know, and obviously that's the only two that we really have afterwards. But I couldn't support them, man. I was like, dude, enough is enough, man. They've taken everything from me, you know. And that's what it kind of felt like. It felt personal, man. It really felt personal. So, you know, having this HBO Max situation, seeing how Warner Brothers has really, you know, taken their time to really understand the fan base and, you know, painting out a picture and a huge picture of what's to come, man. So, in closing, guys, this is 10-minute mark. You have Zack Snyder's universe. Then you have another multiverse with the Batman. You have another multiverse with, the Joker. And they all are in their separate things. You know what I'm saying? The only person, from what I'm understanding, and this is how crazy this thing's going to get, the Flash, who is officially called the Flash because of the DC TV, Flashpoint event. When he got the name The Flash, he was like, The Flash? And then, you know what I'm talking about. I was on, CW and stuff. It was from Grant Gustin. So he's called The Flash because of that. So that Flash, Ezra Miller, is able to travel through the multiverse, going through all those different points, all those different Elseworlds, whatever you want to call them. That's how this thing is shaped, you know what I'm saying? So you got, you can call it the Snyderverse, which is a multiverse here. That will contain, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad. Wonder Woman technically is inside of that universe too, and Aquaman is too. But they're so popular, man. They're so popular right now. I don't think they're gonna. I think that something's gonna happen in 2022 with the Flash, and he's gonna be able to, bring people together and stuff like that. I think that's what's gonna end up happening, more than likely. But then, the Joker came out. It was so popular, $1 billion, highest grossing, rated R film, highest grossing comic book movie, with $55 million budget, made $1 billion, man. It's ridiculous, man. And then you have the Batman coming out, and then the Suicide Squad. So they're all inside of their different universes. They're separate, and, yeah, it's crazy, man. And the president said something about if they get really good pitches, that's where they'll go forward as far as other movies. So we'll see what happens, man. We're out here, guys. That's it. Zack Snyder, congratulations, brother. You guys take care, man, and make sure you support Zack Snyder when you get a chance, man. We're out here. Take care.